In this session, we will talk about the measures of central tendency, which is the mean, median, and mode. Okay, so if we talk about mean, it is very likely that you might have worked on finding the average of numbers. Given a bunch of numbers, one way to find the average is to add all the numbers together and then divide by how many numbers there are. So in statistics, we call it as mean. And mean is one of the most used statistics around, and statisticians use it so frequently that they have given it a symbol mu. So this is a Greek letter and it is pronounced as mu, which is MEW. So let us first understand how to calculate a mean, and then we will come to our studio and execute our program to find out the mean. So let us move towards an Excel sheet. Here I have taken a few numbers, some random numbers. Here you can see 10, 11, 12, then 10, 14, 15, 13, 16, 11, 16, and 15. So these are just any random numbers which we have taken. So as I told you, mean is nothing but the average. So how do we calculate it? So what we can do is we can just add these numbers, and if you see the count of these numbers, just a minute, yeah, the count of these numbers is 11. Okay, so you have to add these numbers. The addition is 143, and then you have to divide it by 11. This will give you the mean. Okay, so in this case, what we have done here is we have added these numbers. Here you can see we have used this average formula. Here you can write average and starting A1 to A11, as in from this row to this row, okay, till 11. So we have used this Excel formula of average to find out the mean. Okay, the simple way is to add all the numbers by and then divide it by the by how many numbers you have. So in this case, as I told you, you have to just add these numbers till here. It is 143 divided by 11, which will give you 13. So 13 is the mean. Okay, and as I told you earlier, we have used this formula over here, average of A1 to A11. So this is very simple, and I'm definitely sure you might be aware of this thing of finding the average. Now the second example here, what we will do is finding the median. Okay, so if the mean becomes misleading because of some skewed data and outliers in your sample data set, then we need some other way of saying what a typical value is. We can do this by taking the middle value. We have a function median in R to do that. So before executing the program in R, let us first understand the concept of median and how to find it. Now here I will take two examples to find the median. In this case, if you see, I have again a random set of numbers with me. It's 1, 10, 8, 7, 5, 2, 4, 3, 6, 9. Okay, this is a random set of numbers which I have taken. Okay, these are the numbers. Now if you see carefully, what I have done is, the first thing what you need to do is you need to sort the numbers either in descending or in ascending order. So what I have done is I have sorted these numbers in ascending order. So these are the numbers which are in ascending order. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But to see if this sample data set, you have 1, 10, 8, 7, 5, 2, 4, 3, 6, 9. Then the next step is sorting. Now once you have sorted these numbers, these are sorted in the ascending order. So what you can do is you can start eliminating the first and the last value. In this case, you can first eliminate 1, 10. Okay, 1 and 10, then 2 and 9, as you can see in the yellow marked fields, then 3, and 8 and then 4 and 7. So at last you will have two values, 5 and 6. So the median is just in between these two numbers. So what you will do is you will just add these two numbers, 5 plus 6 divided by 2, and the median would be middle of these two values, which is 5.5. So in this case, if you observe carefully, here the n is 10. Now what is n? N is the actual numbers what you have in your data set. Okay. So if I count this, see, if I count this, the count is 10. It means I'm talking about n as the count. If that is an even number, you will get this scenario wherein if you eliminate first value and the last value, and if you do that, at last you will find two numbers. Then you have to add that number and divide by 2. It means you are taking the middle of those two numbers. That would be the median. Now let us take another example where n is a odd number. Okay, see, this is second example, and in this case if you see, the numbers are 8, 10, 4, 12 and 6. Now what we will do is, as our first step, we will sort the numbers. Okay, ascending order, we will sort these numbers. So 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, these are my numbers, and if you see here, n is equal to 5, which is n is odd. In the previous example, n was 10, n was an even number. In this case, n is odd. So again do the same stuff, eliminate the first and the last value. So eliminate 4, eliminate 12. Then next step, eliminate 6 and eliminate 10. Then what you will have? You will have this value 8. So 8 is your median. Okay. So I hope this example is clear, wherein the count, the n is odd, and wherein the count is even. Now this last example we will take is for mode. So mean, median and mode, these are the measures of central tendency. We have already seen mean and median. Now let us see what a mode is. Okay, so let us say this is our data set. The data set consists of values 2, 5, 5, 9, 7, 6. This is my sample data set. So I have taken a smaller data set so that you get a good understanding of what exactly these measures of central tendency are and how to calculate those stuff. So here if you see the occurrence of numbers, so 5 occurs the most in this data set. So you can say that 5 is the mode. So what is mode? So in this case, if you see any number which occurs the most in this data set, you term it as the mode. Okay. So the sample distribution of your data set can be represented as this way. Okay. So what we can consider is, this is the range of values which occurs the most. So we can term this data set as the mode. Okay, so if you observe, this is a normal distribution, as in the curve would be like this, this would be our normal distribution. So this we can term it as the mode. Now in cases wherein if you have a uniform distribution, okay, so let us take this example. So if you see this, the height of these bars over here, if you see, it is same. So in a case where your data represents these kind of distribution, you term it as a uniform distribution. Okay, see, this is uniform. These bars are of the same height, hence you term it as a uniform distribution. Now there would be data sets in your sample data or the data which you may be analyzing, wherein you can find two modes in the data. Okay, so here if you see, you have bimodal distribution. If this pattern is seen in your data set, if this is your observation, then you can term it as a bimodal distribution. Okay, so now we have seen the example of mean, median and mode. how to actually calculate mean, median and mode. Now let us go to RStudio and take the same sample data set which we have seen over here and verify our results what we have achieved with the RStudio. Now if you see here, the data set what I have is 10, 11, 12, 10, 14, 15, 13, 16, 11, 16 and 5. This is my sample data set, and what I have done is I've created this vector and it is set num1. It contains the same value what we have seen. So now we will find the mean. Okay, let us find the mean, and as I told you, this is the same set of numbers which we have seen in the Excel sheet while calculating the mean. So what I will do is just write mean. Okay, it is mean is provided by the base package, and inside mean what I can pass set num1. Okay, and let me execute this. Oh, I'm sorry, I have not executed this one. Set num1 and then mean of set num1. So our value was 13. So here you can verify the mean of the set of numbers is 13. So this is again for our second example to find the median, wherein n was even, the count was n is equal to 10. Okay, so you can see this, verify this data over here. We are talking about this 1, 10, 8, 7, 5 to this one, this sample data set over here to find the median. Here you can see we are using the same value. Now to find the median, what we can do is median, and inside this what I can pass set num2. So let me execute this first line, set num2, and then the median of this, which is 5.5. So here if you see, we have also calculated the same value, which was 5.5. Okay, now then we will talk about a next example wherein the n is equal to 5, which means n is odd, and this is your data set 8, 10, 4, 12, 6. So this is set num3, 8, 10, 4, 12, 6. This is our data set. Now let us find the median. Here n is 5, it means n is odd. I am passing set num3 over here. So let me execute this, set num3, control enter, and median of set num3. So here if you see, the median is 8. Now if we compare with this, see, the median is 8. Now let us find out how to calculate the mode in R. So there is no specific single command provided by the base package in R to find the mode, but we will be able to find that. Okay, so here again what I am doing is taking this these same numbers 2, 5, 5, 9, 7, 6. This is the same data set what we have used, 2, 5, 5, 9, 7, 6. So here our mode was 5 because 5 is occurring the most in this data set. So how to do that? You can use the names and the table command and max command over here to find the mode. Okay, names and then inside that table, and you can pass this data set over here, whatever sample data set you have, then table, and again pass this set of num4 is equal to max of table of this set num4. If I execute this, set num4 and then names, and if you see this, the value obtained is 5. So our median is 5. So you can again verify this from the Excel sheet. What we have found, 5 is the mode. Now what we will do is we will take the sample data set, empty cars data set, and we would find out the mean, median and mode. So I have taken this empty cars and I have put it into car df data frame. Okay, so let me execute this, and here we are seeing the structure of this empty cars. structure of car df. Okay, and let me execute this. This is the structure. Then we would just see the head of the car df. Okay, this is the head, and what we will do is we will pick one column from here. We can choose this one column wt, and we can find the mean, median and mode for this column. Okay, so what I have done is I have written empty cars, and I've accessed this WT column, and I've put the values in WTDF so that we can use this WTDF inside our mean, median and mode. Okay, so control enter, I've executed this, and let us now find the mean. To find the mean, again we will use this function called as mean, and inside this we will pass this WTDF. Okay, so let me execute this mean. So the mean of this column is 3.21725. Second is the median. Again write the median function, and you can pass this value over here, median, and this is the median 3.325. And for finding the mode, again we are doing the same thing as done in the previous example. Okay, again you can pass over here WTDF names, then table of WTDF, then table of WTDF is equal to max table of WTDF. Here if you execute this, you will find the mode. So let me execute this. In this case the mode is 3.44. So what we have learned about in this session is the measures of central tendency, how to find the mean, median and mode.